So our presentation is on how Spotify can be improved. I'm Fuzzle.
I'm Kenita.
I'm Chris.
So in terms of proposed changes, the first was the ability to access other users' social media profiles directly from their Spotify profile. And this is becoming increasingly important because social media is becoming so large and is growing so quickly. So Spotify should frankly have that capability that allows users to visit other users' social media platforms directly from their Spotify profile. This will actually add to the social aspect of Spotify as well. The next change is ability to easily transfer music and playlists from other music apps such as Apple Music, Pandora, Tidal, etc. And this is because so many people are, changing music apps, they're changing music platforms, and Spotify is actually the largest music platform. So if someone does change over from Apple Music, they currently don't have the ability to transfer their playlist or transfer their music directly through the app. They have to do it through some third-party websites and stuff like that. So if Spotify adds that capability, it can really help people who are transferring over. The final proposed change we had is creating a shared playlist that you and your friends can add to. This is important because, again, it'll add a social aspect to the app, but also it'll give you the ability for you and your friends to, have a little bit more fun through the app, make a shared playlist that not just one or two friends, but 3 or 4 of your friend group can add to, and that'll just make the app that just more enjoyable. So the first step is the context diagram, and as you can see, it's pretty bare bones. This is exactly what the Spotify will look like before our implemented changes. And there's 5 main sources. There's the user, the artist, payment services, songs, and playlist. The next is the 2B diagram with the proposed changes. And as you can see, it's a lot more data flows. And the 2 main sources that we added were social media, which would be Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and external music apps such as Apple Music, Tidal, and Pandora. So by adding these 2, you can see that there's more data flows. And the 2 main data flows is that you'll now get social media user accounts from social media directly to the Spotify system. And the second would be that you get user playlist info from other music apps.
Okay, currently the data flow diagram of the Spotify system has 4 main processes. The first one is searching for artists or songs. The second process is uploading music from the actual artist. The third process is user adds song to the playlist, the current playlist. And also the last major process for the current system is paid monthly subscriptions for current users. Okay, and with the recommended changes to the Spotify software are 3 additional changes to the processes. The first one is linking social media accounts, and this is pretty much just linking different types of social media accounts through Spotify to just to create a better experience, just sharing the information through the different accounts. The second additional process is recommending transferring your playlist. Pretty much transferring your playlist from the different external apps such as Apple Music or Tidal. It'll create a different experience to where you can, just kind of compare and contrast, different playlists through different systems outside of Spotify. The third and last additional process that's recommended is creating a playlist with different friends. It kind of gives you the experience if you, just want to share your playlist with a friend of yours playlist and, just kind of, just sharing each other's playlists just to kind of see, what you like and what your friends like. And it kind of, adds a social type of aspect to a new system.
So as you saw, the level 1 diagram was really in depth. So this is just breaking down those processes a little bit deeper. So the first process is searching for music, and these are the original processes before the proposed changes that always existed in Spotify. And currently in Spotify, you search for music by either searching for artist or song name, and it brings up whatever song you wanted. The second process, and this is just the main process that I wanted to go over, was adding songs to a playlist. So the first step is obviously creating and naming the playlist because you can't add songs to a playlist that doesn't exist. And the next step is just adding however many songs you want to that playlist. So the next process that's broken down is the artist uploading the music. So this is fairly simple. The artist will just upload directly via the app, whether it's a podcast or music or whatever the case may be. And they also add the song info, and that includes, song title, producer information, song length, and stuff like that. The next process is broken down from the original DFD is the user pays the monthly subscription. And this will be rare because this will only happen if, for example, your Spotify subscription expires, or you have to upgrade your subscription from a regular one. So in this one, you'd view your monthly statement or your Spotify statement, and then you'd pay directly through the app, whether it's via credit card or Apple Pay or whatever. And the payment will be processed, and then you'll have a new subscription. And these are the new processes that were part of that DFD diagram broken down. And the first one is linking socials to your Spotify account. So as you can see, the first step is actually adding your social media info to your Spotify profile. And this is done by linking those social media profiles to Spotify. And by doing that, you add either Instagram or Facebook or Twitter, your accounts directly to your Spotify account. But another important aspect of this is adding your Spotify info to your actual social media accounts. This is because they both need to be linked in order for you to visit Instagram through Spotify. Instagram needs to be able to verify that it is Spotify. So you actually have to add your Spotify info to your social media accounts as well. So the next process is importing a playlist from an external app. And as you can see, this process is broken down into a number of steps. And the first one is actually visiting the other app and ensuring that, your playlist and all your songs are intact, and then linking that external music app directly to Spotify. When you link this app to Spotify, you can start the import process directly to the app. And by having your info from the other app, for example, if you have Apple Music, you can import your Apple Music data directly to Spotify, and the import process can begin. And once that is completed, you have a successful playlist imported directly to your Spotify app.
And then you can create it with friends. So you'll create a playlist as far as just using the names of the playlist, and then the Spotify names of the friends that you will use. So the friends can add the playlist that you'll use from the social medias sites, and then you can share it between friends.
Right. And as you mentioned, it's important to note that Spotify will actually notify your friend now when you do create a playlist. So you can create like a collaborative playlist that you and your friend can both add to, because it'll notify the friend. And now instead of you having functionality, your friend can also have the functionality, and even multiple friends can have the functionality, so you can have a group playlist. And finally, we have our ERD diagram. As you can see, there's 4 main processes or sources as is, and that's user, playlist, song, and artist. And those all have attributes and characteristics that are typical in an ERD. But what's unique is in our Tubi process, we have the social media, external music app, and payment services that we add. And these are all important in the after our proposed changes, especially the social media and external music apps, because you need the account ID, and I'm talking about specifically the external music apps. You'll need the account ID for your Spotify account, but you also need the playlist ID and playlist name from the external accounts, from your Apple Music account, for example, so that you can actually transfer over that data. If you don't have the playlist names or your account information from Apple Music, there's no way you can transfer over that data. So those attributes are really important. So that's pretty much it from us. If you guys had any questions, we'd love to hear them. And thank you guys all for listening.
Thanks.
Thank you.